If you are over the age of 35, stop everything you're doing right now. After a lifetime of eating fatty foods, you may run the risks of a stroke or heart attack due to plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. To learn how you can reduce your risks, visit youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today. This may be a life-changing call for you or someone you love. Thank you, and we hope to hear from you.
Benny Lasbury was a young, poor African-American kid who inadvertently got caught up in the mob when he came to the aid of a mafia captain under the attack by a group of assassins. Benny saved the man's life, and in return, he becomes the head of the mafia's drug operation. Buy the House of Lasbury in the description box right now.
Did you, I know you were talking about wanting to speak to Dr. Dre. Did you ever have that conversation with him to ask him questions that you wanted to know?
I seen Dr. Dre. Every time I see Dre, it's always like, his house. We chill. We did Coachella. I think last time I seen him was Coachella. We did Coachella when I got out. So he's spending that birthday in jail. Cube sends his security to come get me. I'm just sorry I didn't jump to this story real quick, but I got to share it. Cube sends his security come get me. And with my cousin Playboy T, Yella's cousin as well. So we all went and we met at a studio. And so as we chilling, I pull up. Of course, I see Dub, my OG. That's we always solid. And then I see one of Game's representatives. So I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? You know what I mean? So and it's funny because Dub is like, man, I'm happy this nigga. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, you know what I mean, got you involved. So I'm like, I don't know nothing. So next thing you know, Dre pulls up. Dre pulls up. Kendrick, first it's supposed to be Kendrick people, but no, it's Dre pops out of this big ass, family thing. And I'm like, whoa, what y'all got going on? So I go in, I got my phone out. I got the motherfucker right here. They close the doors. I'm like, man, let me just take this picture of all these niggas. It's Dre, Ren, Q, and Yella. So I'm finna get ready to take the picture of them. And so Q was like, and then I'm just want everybody to know, please, no cameras, no cameras. So, I put mine down. Like, okay, is he talking about me? Like, okay, he ain't tripping. Started recording these niggas. I think I got them too. I got the pictures on my old phone. So I record them. These niggas rehearsing. So I'm like, oh, cool, wow. Don't know nothing still. They're like, okay, we gonna do this, yada, 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 yada. Dre gonna come out, he gonna do this, bang. So they did their little rehearsal. As he finished, Cube was still talking, and he says, all right, so before Dre comes out, this is when he looks at me. E, you gonna come and I'm like, oh, so he started explaining it. I don't say nothing. I'm like, damn, my phone in my pocket and everything. Now, fuck it, I put this motherfucker up. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, damn, all right. Then he turns around and said, oh yeah, happy birthday, nigga. I said, man, if you don't stop, bro. I said, I damn near want to tear up right there, nigga. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I said, okay, I didn't know what they was doing. They was rehearsing. I'm like, okay, so they're like, yeah, everybody's smiling at me now. Like, this is for Coachella. You know what I mean? He brought his son out last week, so now he's gonna bring you out. I'm like, oh, what? We go do the whole thing, man. I didn't know Kendrick and Game was even a part of it, man. So Kendrick's there, Game's there. Oh man, I'm on the side. I got, everything. Dre come out. I see, and then it tripped me out because I tell people all the time. I said, it's like, how does Dre feel? I said, you know what? I catch him all the time staring at me for a long time. And then, a lot of people be like, you be fucking him up, E. And I'm like, man, how you like, you just be, man, you look like your daddy. And he just be going into a thought process, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, man. So it's always situations to where we always somewhere. So that was the last time. Time before that was his house for the movie premiere. The time way back when I was recording was always like me, him, and DOC, and a lot of people coming in. I think when Kendrick first came out and Nipsey first was coming out, man, I knew. And they were all doing a show, and I got invited. And Dre was like, "Tell E to come to my room," and we was chilling. I know he did ask me because at that time me and Game was beefing, so he did ask me like, "Man, tell me what's going on with you and Game." So I'm like, "Well, nigga, you want to know personal shit? Well, tell me. Let's close this door, get this Tanqueray, come back here. Let's talk about what you were doing. What was the problem you had back then with Pop? You feel what I'm saying? But it was cool. You know what I mean? I told him what it was. Like, because he was funny because he's like, Game finna come in here, man. Is it cool if I let him come in here eat? I'm like, man, Dre, if you don't stop. Game came in and we was cool at that time, man. It was just love. So a lot of the time,
if you're over the age of 35 and over the years you've eaten pizza, dairy foods, deli meats, or meats with fat, you are likely to have some degree of plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. This increases your risk of suffering a stroke or heart attack exponentially, and no one wants such a catastrophic event to occur. Introducing Blackout. Blackout is made of all natural ingredients proven to help dissolve clots in the blood, remove calcium deposits and plaque from the walls of veins and arteries, improve viscosity of the blood, improve elasticity of the veins and arteries, treat varicose veins, and prevent the reoccurrence of plaque buildup. For more information, visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-78